The brilliant minds of Charles and Ray Eames. The Eames have been known for their great contributions to modern architecture and furniture. They were the most important designers of the 20th century and shaped the America's 20th century. Charles and Ray are creative icons and truly the face of the American Industrial Revolution and American arts and architecture. The couples worked in many fields such as furniture, industrial, fine arts, architecture, photography, and film. Charles Eames was born on June 17, 1907 in St. Louis, Missouri. During his high school years, he worked at a steel company where he gained his engineering background and gained his love for architecture. In 1925, Charles received an architecture scholarship to Washington University in St. Louis where he spent 2 years studying. Eventually, he was dropped from school for his modernistic views, which left him no choice but to leave and pursue his passion without a degree. Ray Eames was born December 15, 1912 in Sacramento, California. She was born in a creative family and introduced to art from early stages in her life. She attended Bennett Women's College in Millbrook, New York, where she studied abstract expressionism. During those years, Ray lived in New York alone. Later, she began her studies at Cranbrook Academy of Art in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, where she met Charles Eames. Charles and Ray got married in 1941 after they met each other in Cranbrook Academy of Art in Bloomfield Hills. The design process between Ray and Charles was strongly collaborative. Over the years, many argue that without the partnership of his wife Ray, Eames wouldn't be the renowned artist he was. The chemistry between this dynamic duo was just right, as they were both adventurous and futurist. Shortly after their marriage, in 1941, the duo took their talents to Los Angeles. While settling in California, the Eames continued to work on their molding plywood designs. During World War II, Charles and Ray were commissioned by the Navy to produce molded plywood splints, stretchers, and experimental glider shells. Being commissioned by the Navy was not only an honor for both Charles and Ray, but also a milestone in their career. In 1946, the two established a long relationship with Herman Miller. Over the years, the Eames released many iconic furniture pieces with Herman Miller, and the DCM chair is one of those. The DCM chair became an American design classic quickly after its release, a comfortable seat that was ideal for everybody. The DCW chair is one of the best representations of the Eames' ability to create molded plywood parts in complex curves and unique manufacturing processes. The Eames lounge chair and ottoman are recognized as one of the most iconic designs of the 20th century. It is also one of the best examples of timeless design. The Eames lounge chair and ottoman are more popular than ever and still in production like many of the other Eames chairs. After World War II, there was an extreme shortage of building material. The Eames, however, partnered with California Arts and Architecture magazine to work on a case study that would build homes with industrialized materials. In 1951, the Eames built a home in Palisades, California with the sponsorship of the magazine. This particular home was built using commercial doors, factory wash windows, steel roofing, and many more industrial products. This project was iconic in nature because they were the first to use these products to build a family home. The case study was the beginning of many future architectural endeavors for the Eames. Beside the duo's heavy involvement in design and furniture, they were also known to be lecturers for a period of time at Harvard University. Charles and Ray were both chosen to be lecturers because they truly shaped nearly every facet of American life, from architecture, furniture, and textile designs to their photography and corporate design, according to the Met Museum. Photography was an essential part of the Eames design process. Viewing their products through the lens helped them view it in an isolated way, seeing it without any distraction or delusion. In addition to all of their work, the Eames' exploration in film led to creating many innovations in the industry. In 1959, the USIA commissioned the Eames to create a film representing everyday life in the United States and was named A Day in the Life of the United States. This film was narrated by Charles and showed the humanity that existed in the U.S. The film was shown in Moscow's Sokolniki Park, in Russia at the heart of the Cold War. 71-year-old Charles died from a heart attack in 1978, and Ray died at the age of 76, 10 years to the day after Charles passed away. They are both buried next to each other in Calvary Cemetery in Charles' hometown of St. Louis. The Eames are largely significant to all artists and designers for their contributions to architecture, furniture, industrial design and manufacturing, and the photographic arts. Charles and Ray were truly the face of the American Industrial Revolution and America's 20th century. To this day, their work and contributions have been credited amongst all noble artists and admirers. The significance of California art. California is known to be one of the most creative pubs in the world. California is exclusive and unlike any other state because of its diversity and multicultural art. The history of California has not only been shaped by diversity in culture, but through various artistic fields and mediums. Some of these noble fields include architecture, film, design, and fine art. California is unique in nature that it is home to some of the most iconic artistic cities in the world, such as San Francisco. California's true nature and beauty is shown through various landscape paintings. One famous landscape painting in particular is Yosemite Valley by Albert Bierstadt. This painting was composed in 1863 and resembles California's beautiful Yosemite National Park. At first glance, no one can immediately see the Yosemite Mountains fading in the background. Albert also gives his audience a sense of depth and endless scenery, which closely resembles California's natural beauty. The painting also features a warm palette of softer tones, which gives the viewer a sense of peace and unity. This was created to approximate what it would really feel like if one were to be in the national park themselves. Besides the wonderful natural beauty that California art has to offer, the state is also known for its history of the gold rush. Many wouldn't anticipate that the gold rush would be linked to art, but Charles Christian Nall captured an image that both symbolized the state's history and art. The image Sunday Morning in the Mines is known to be one of the most iconic images of the gold rush. The image captures firsthand what it was like working in the mines. The image shows the struggles that many miners, including Charles, faced. All miners were looking to gain financial stability through mining, and the image shows that many didn't hear about the gold rush. The wonderful thing about art is that it is a way of expressing history through an unheard perspective. Furthermore, Californians have been known to constantly be living the good life. David Hockney's A Bigger Splash is a true representation of living the good life in California in 1967. The painting depicts a swimming pool and the infamous weather of California. One can also immediately notice the minimal composition of architecture in the painting. The painting is significant because it showcases both the lifestyle of California and the impeccable architecture that the state offers. California art is significant in many aspects. California has been home to many of the most renowned artists, and it is important to recognize their work. The work of these fellow artists have been the foundation of modern art, architecture, design, film productions, and much more nationwide. While living and studying in California especially, it is crucial that one appreciates all the delightful artwork. California is one of the most beautiful states, and walking through the street of any city in California is as if you are walking through an art history book.